Hello, welcome to the painting. I guess eventually I will be doing work that is more towards the viewer, but to work on this, to be in front of it, it's going to be too hard, so I moved the camera to the side. But working on a smaller piece, you're just from here to here, so. Speaking of a smaller piece, I did get myself a Christmas present. For my own garage. So I have these two canvases. They're obviously already got texture and been experimented with several times. So I will go ahead and cover those over and start to think what I would like to be a triptych is 3. What is 2 called? A diptych, I think. Duo 2, diptych. Alright, so we'll leave these over here. I'll turn it around so they won't be distracting. And we have stash, chai, and an English breakfast for Tazo. That's a nice dark cup. I'm gonna go put the cream in. So I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of hard to work tonight. I either wanted to snuggle up and I did actually go out and do my workout. The moon is out now. I just saw it through my curtain. It wasn't out before. It gets so dark here so early before the moon is out. Sometimes I think, oh, let's go look out and the moon will be there. But, of course, at this time of year, it's still barely coming up in the east. Whew, that's warm. All right, so I decided not to do an arch here. I am not sure what's going to go on with these celestial sphere, but I definitely want to use this and keep it still. I feel like as you enter the painting, it feels like it's coming at you. And I really like that. I also just decided that this whole thing, I'm glad I didn't make it real fancy because it's just this wall. And then this ceiling extends from this plane back. So this actually needs to be more or less the same color as, this or this. It can't be the same color as the wall, so this will have to change, as will this. Alright, so I decided that I would go ahead and do this top part gray just to see how it feels with the bottom and the top gray. And the sides darker. I might do, darker all the way around or lighter all the way around. But I'll just see how it feels with the top and the bottom the same value. Oh, that's the white. No wonder I was thinking, man, that looks really light in there. But your eyes will play tricks on you, especially like when I'm looking straight into this because I've got the light on. Yeah, it's Christmas night. It's definitely a night for snuggling up. Uh, my daughter went to her daughter's for Christmas. We'd all just seen each other last night. I decided to stay at the house and do some painting. I'm really glad about that. Well, it definitely makes that wall really flat. Those will definitely have to be darker than the top and bottom. Okay, if you were in a box, shining a light down in the box, it would actually be kind of dark close to you and go lighter towards the center. So tonight I have Padma Vibhushan, Divine Flute, and someone has made a compilation of Yes Minister, and their name is BBC Comedy Greats. So, yeah, when I'm trying to, like, Indian classical music is kind of my go-to travel music. It really puts me in a state to where I'm just, I don't know, it's good. There's a reason why it's meditation music. And then the English accents in the background just reminds me of watching Britcoms. One of my favorite things to do. It always reminds me of a Sunday night. The night that you stay home, you don't really go anywhere unless one of your friends has a concert or a baby shower. And you just stay home and you watch TV with, the person that you want to chill with. So it always has really cozy, meanings. memories or connotations for me. Just basically any Britcom playing in the background. I'm cool. I mean, there's a couple I don't like. Speaking of a couple I don't like, one of them is Coupling. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I like it. I like watching it the first time through. It was witty and fun, but it's not like Yes Minister or Open All Hours or of course Monty Python's Flying Circus, Fools and Horses, Are You Being Served, Keeping Up Appearances, Faulty Towers. Are You Being Served is one of my favorite. I can't tell you how many times I've seen some of those episodes. Those characters are just so fantastic. The grumpy, multicolored hair lady, different color hair every single time you see her. The Cockney girl that could have been a barmaid, but she's just a little up class. Because she works in a store. But you can tell, she grew up in the hood. Right? Proper good beating you'll get. I can't think of what a name. Right? I can't remember where that's from, but I remember this guy was trying to tell people how to say right. He said, say right. Right? That's good. Anyways, I love linguistics, etymology, study of language, different languages. Alright. Blee. So here we have this person. Let's see, what did that do for us? Well, that white across the top there, it doesn't really help. Yeah, this doesn't help at all, this line just being right there. But I'm fixing to color that anyway, so we'll see. We'll just leave it like that for now. But I definitely feel like already that the walls should be the darker ones and the ceiling and the floor should be lighter. So I'll probably put a little bit more black in that sample of gray and do this side and that side. Now if I don't like that, of course that was so easy to do just to understand the values. I love this part so much, the way you can see this through. And I really like this part right here. If you could see this purple. I wonder if I just painted really carefully around that. What would I do with all this? That's so beautiful. Maybe I could put another circle in the center and save that area. That beautiful magenta color. I know you can't see it, but it's really pretty. Okay, so I definitely think that these walls, okay, this is outside of this area, so maybe it really does need to be, I mean, it could be a completely different materials, right? Like the floor could have been of, like a really hard black basalt. These could have been of a sandstone. or limestone. Could have been baked flooring of some kind. I mean that I would like to have some kind of authenticity, even though it is like a dreamscape of a made up temple. Fuck just hit me in the face. Alright, now I think I'll try some. I have this one person I really like to listen to her talk. So I think I'll do that for just a little bit. Change it up. Of course, this is a little row of. And for this one, I think I want a. I just liked it earlier. So it's gonna be in my history. And yeah, there we go. We'll do a little medieval music from Relax Cafe Music. And we've got some. Dane Hart is her name. And I love to listen to her voice while I'm working too. So in theory, my voice is so loud over what I have to hear, because if you were in my studio hanging out with me, like some people come do, um, and just talk, chill while I'm working, which is really, really awesome. Not all the time, everything in moderation. Don't want anyone here all the time. Don't want to be alone all the time. I think that's why I think a lot of arts are like that. I mean, a lot of the arts that you do, you kind of have to do some of it alone, right? By the nature of the thing itself. All right. Back to what we're doing here. Let's see. I'm not really that crazy about this whole color, so I don't know what's making me want to. I really like the yellow outside. Yeah, these have to be the same. Well, they don't have to be the same, but I mean, I could have the yellow only in these two doors. Like, which one do you go down? Should you take a detour, or should you go all the way to the end? Or maybe you should stop at this door and stop at this door and get important things before you travel on into your spirit quest. Let's see. I know I definitely don't just want, because my first inclination is to get that brown and put it right here. And I know that's not going to work, so I'm not even going to do it. Maybe a lighter shade of that on the outside. So let's try that. I've got some yellow here that I made. I do need to conserve that because it might be the only yellow in the universe. Ooh, there's a lot of goop at the bottom there. Okay, that's my white brush and my gray brush. Don't use those. Okay. This one will do. I'm gonna close this door. You can hear the cars outside. Another thing you can hear a lot of outside tonight on Christmas, and all my life I never grew up with this, so when it first started happening it was confusing, but on Christmas there are fireworks here now. We have a lot of different cultures and a lot of those do fireworks on Christmas. And every year I have to remember, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's fireworks. Not just for 4th of July, y'all. It's for Christmas too. So I'm going to take a much lighter, let me get some of this. Let me get some more of that yellow out there. You know what? I really should just pour this in here. Actually. And make it lighter. Oh yes, that was much better. I should have done that from the beginning. That wasn't too bad of a mess. Just don't spill it in your computer. Don't do that. Alright, so let me get back to this. That is really like a nice yellow azo color that I wanted in the beginning, but it's still a little bit too... This is actually what I wanted that... Let me go ahead and just put this on here, because this is actually what I wanted this floor to be like and look like in the first place, with some gold. I don't think I want it to be quite that opaque. Let me see if I'm still on here. Yes, and I've got a few more minutes. Not enough time to finish this floor. So I think what I'll do is I'll stop and then I'll come back and do some more of this floor.